Okay, we are back here on object between F and C. Let's look at how the ray diagram looks like and how do we come up with the drawing. So, if I have this is my pole, and then I have this as F, and then I have this as my C. If at all we are mentioning something like we have an object between F and C. F is the focal point, C is the center of curvature. So if I have my object placed in between there, how do I draw the ray diagram? We say it should begin from top and then reflected in this direction here. And then we said another ray should also pass through the top and then to the mirror. So if I'm to draw that, I should be in position of drawing something like it, like that. Something like this. And then the point where the two intersect, sorry, because of not having a ruler, something like that. This one is our image, this is our object. This one passes along with the same pass. So that is how our ray diagram is supposed to look like. And the image is what do you think is very true about the image you are talking about? One, the image is behind C, isn't it? So if the object is between C and F, the image goes behind C. That is one. And then two, would say the image is inverted, isn't it? Upside down. That here it was upright, but now it is inverted. The head is now down. And then next, we can also say the image is what? Real. Okay? You can look here. The image is formed by the actual intersection of light rays. Therefore, it is real. And then next, the image is magnified. The image is magnified. So, those are the four basic properties of the image formed when the object is placed between C and F, where F, focal length, C is the center of curvature. So that is how you should draw it, but I beg please and please use rulers to draw this diagram such that you don't get so much disturbed. Please use rulers and arrows should be there. For it to qualify to be ray diagram, the arrows should be there. So, let's look at number 4. That is when we are saying that object at C. That supposing the object is located at the center of curvature, how do we draw the ray diagram? Let's see. Should we assume to this straight line? We can draw something like that and assume that is my straight line. So if this is my F, this is my C, an object located at that point here. Number one, we said we can draw our ray diagram like this. and then like that. Okay, and then you can have this, sorry, and then like that, such that now the intersection of this point brings our image. So this one is something like this, and then like that. Okay, that is what is basically drawn. That if I have my image, this is my object, this one comes to my image, but at the same point. So because when we draw two ray diagrams, all beginning from the top, so it will come incident, pass through, because it's parallel, it will pass through the focal. And then also, if it passes through the focal, reflected as parallel. We looked at all those properties, those good properties for drawing ray diagrams. So, what is the nature of the image? The image is one. You can look at it, location. The image is at C as well. The image is also formed at C, isn't it? It comes back at C. And then two, the image is inverted, ups and down. It was upright, but now it is ups and down. And then next, the image is also real, because there is actually intersection of light rays. And then finally, the image is same size as the object. Is that okay? So in this case here, if you've drawn very well, the size of the object is the same as the size of the image. Is that okay? So let's now also look at number 5, which is object beyond C. That supposing the object is located beyond C. How do we draw the good diagram, and how do we describe the nature of the images formed? And if this is my F, in that this is my C, and now it is so happens that I have my object at this point here. Is that okay? So we are saying that what is very true is that we can follow our principle of the ray incident here, and then it passes through the focal. Okay? And now from there, we can now look at the one which is supposed to pass through the radius of curvature, will pass along with the same path, giving us this image there. Is that okay? So this is my object, this is my image. Is that okay? And that is how the ray diagram is supposed to look like. Okay? Having this one pass parallel should pass through this focal point. Another one which passes through the center of curvature will pass along with the same line, resulting into this image. What is the image? The image formed is one. We can say is between C and F, okay? And then two, it is inverted. Is that okay? And then next, it is also real because it is formed by the actual intersection of light rays. And then I can say it is diminished, or the size of the image has reduced. if you can look at this height here and then look at this, you realize that the image is diminished. Is that okay? And then let's meet in the next part to look at some other properties of the images depending on the position of the object.